Good evening, fellow T-kash merchants, and welcome to our T-kash Soko online training session today. My name is Amos, and I'll be your trainer today under the session Get Paid, Wallet Balances, and the KYC. So, of course, this session comes after our first two sessions of the week. There is Fix Your Shop and Prices, and also Make Your First Sale. These sessions are already posted on YouTube. You can get to watch them if you didn't have time to follow them through with us live. And of course, stand a chance to benefit from the many advantages that we discussed of the T-kash Soko app. Let us journey together and understand how you get paid, and of course, understand where your wallet balances comes from, and of course, something very important called the KYC. So I'm sharing my app with you. I'm sharing the business section of my app. So kwa hii business section, niko na T-kash balance, niko na the number of Rotary tickets zenye niko nazo. Of course, the performance today for this shop. Remember, this is the shop that we just fixed today. So we made our first sale. The sale was worth 1,050 shillings, and of course that happened in one transaction. So that is the performance of the shop today. So now I simply want us to understand, when I get paid, where does this money go? So I'll just simply go quickly to sell, make a sale, and then make you understand where that money now goes. For example, where did these 1,050 shillings go? So I'll come to the option sell, then nitaenda hapo kwa catalog. Nikienda hapo kwa catalog, then I'll just pick one of the items zenye zinaapia kwa catalog yangu. So for example, something like dreadlocks, which is just costing 50. The cart becomes active. So I press on the cart, which is blue. Then I proceed to checkout. So ukikuja hapa kwa checkout, there are definitely three ways in which you can get paid for your goods or for your services. So T-kash imekuallow three options. Option ya kwanza is the scanning of the Soko QR. The Soko QR would mean that this person who is scanning pia yeye akona T-kash Soko app. So yataenda kwa option ya scan. Remember we said that the app has two sections. So it has the business section and the personal section. So wewe kama mtu mwenye anauza, utakuwa kwa side yako ya business. Mwenye ananunua from you atakuwa kwa app yake kwa side ya personal. So hapo kwa personal, what they will do is to press the option scan yenye inakuanga hapo chini kabisa at the center middle, down there. That is where it is. Sasa akiguza hiyo option, utamuonyesha hii QR code yenye inaonyesha kwa hii screen. So that QR code, the Soko QR, is the one they are going to scan. Akiscan, hiyo pesa itatoka kwa T-kash yake ikuje kwa T-kash yako. What does that mean? That your T-kash balance itaongezeka. I hope tunaelewana hapo. So when unauzia mtu na ametumia Soko QR code, akiscan, pesa itatoka kwa T-kash yake ikuje kwa T-kash yako. So your T-kash balance will go up or will get to increase. Huyu mtu anaweza amua akulipe na cash. So what does that mean? That akupe pesa na wewe umpe product yenye alikuwa anataka ama service yenye alikuwa anataka. So the cash will be money in notes and coins. So this client anaweza kuwa amekuja akona pesa yake in cash form, akupatie cash, then you give the service or the product. So then kuna the external wallet. External wallet ni mtu mwenye anatumia M-Pesa. So if this client is using M-Pesa for transactions na ambaye atakulipa through the M-Pesa, that is still allowed. Atatumia the USSD code *334#. Akitumia hiyo *334# ataenda option 4. So allow me now to take you through that procedure and that process of the person who wants to pay 50 shillings using the external wallet. So what do I need to do? Nikiguza hiyo external wallet, of course inanionyesha pay with M-Pesa USSD, and of course the total amount is indicated there 50. The account number is indicated 0726055224, and the pay bill number 817817. So when I press to star to that, then of course nitakuja hapa, nitaenda kwa M-Pesa yangu, I dial star 334 hash on M-Pesa. Then to select option 4, which is lipa na, option 6, which is lipa na M-Pesa. Then option 4, T-kash, and of course select pay bill, which is 817817. And of course wewe ndio utakuwa na guide customer wako akikulipa that atakulipa hivyo. So the pay bill number is 817817, and of course the account is the phone number, and then take a pin. So let me go and do exactly that. So I'll just move back a bit, then nikuje kwa the normal dial. The M-Pesa USSD nakuanga star 334 hash. Then so of course I have gone through the procedure as required, and of course ensured that I have already paid via the M-Pesa using the USSD code. So now we go back to this screen. We go back to the T-kash Soko. Okay, I will close the app that I restart again. Okay, let the app start again. So I've already paid, the 50 using M-Pesa. I want to know what has happened under my messages. Okay, it is telling me that it has failed as the recipient network is unavailable at that time. So of course I'll have to try again later. So it didn't go through, but that is how it's supposed to happen. It is supposed to be that when a person is paying you with M-Pesa, they just follow that procedure. It is a very simple procedure to be followed. So utakuja tu kwa catalog yako, then dreadlocks, you just pick one, then the cart, then of course checkout. Ukikuja kwa checkout, the option that we were trying to exploit is the external wallet. So when you go to the external wallet, then ukiguza hii pay with M-Pesa USSD, of course this is the procedure yenye customer atafollow. Utamwambia dial star 334 hash on the M-Pesa line, select option 6 lipa na M-Pesa, select option 4 T-kash, of course option select pay bill, which is one, enter the pay bill number, and then of course enter the account number, which is the phone number of the merchant yenye ni sasa namba yenye register nayo T-kash, of course the amount and then the pin. Of course akilipa within that time period, so anafaa alipe before the 59 minutes and before 1 hour expires. So akishalipa within that time, of course the system recognizes that that item has already been paid for. Hiyo pesa itaenda wapi? Hiyo pesa inaenda kwa T-kash wallet yako. So ukikuja when you come back to the home screen, when I come back to the home screen is where I'm headed to. When you come back to the home screen, you're able to see that after the Hello Amos owner of the Aura here, the next thing that is there is my T-kash balance. So T-kash balance ndio the next thing yenye inaapia hapo. So what does that mean? It means therefore that when I'm paid using the T-kash, pesa inakuja wapi? Hapo kwa T-kash balance. So I'm able to see that. But where is this money in real sense? Hiyo pesa yote yenye imelipwa na T-kash soko QR code na pia na M-pesa inaenda wapi? Inaenda hapa kwa wallet. So when I press the wallet option, hapo chini kabisa, just besides the cell, there's the option wallet. When I press the wallet option, you're able to see that my T-kash balance shows there. Hapo ndio pesa yako imekuwa hosted. You may want now to spend this money because I know we are not in the business of making money just for fun. Tunatengeneza pesa so that we are able to use the money to upgrade life yetu ama kufanya life yetu ikuwe better. So because we are in the business of doing that for the sake of course, making money, then what I just want you to understand me, ati now, for me to access this money, yenye nimekuwa nikiuza nikilipwa na T-kash, I must complete something that is known as KYC. So lazima ucomplete kitu inaitwa KYC so that now you are able to access your T-kash balance money and use it for the various things you'd want to use it for. So KYC ni nini? What does it mean? KYC means know your customer. Like jua customer wako ni nani. So KYC, it's not a new thing yenye imeletwa na T-kash soko. It is something that has always been there kwa market. So ukienda kufungua na account ya bank, because I know that we have opened bank accounts, ama ukienda kununua a new line, you require to present yourself together with your ID. So why do we need the person registering your line or the person opening the bank account for you why are they requiring your ID? Your ID ndio identification document yako. So when we are talking about hii shop ni ya Amos, then Amos ni nani? We can identify Amos as a Kenyan citizen because alituprovidea na ID yake. And of course kwa ID yako, you know, there is the location, ulizaliwa wapi and so on. So the app gets to know all. Any other time, for example, you involved in fraud and something like that, we can be able to know that this is the person. So that is why it is very important to complete the KYC. So it's a standard thing in the financial market that for you to transact using the mobile money services or using bank services, lazima ukuwe umecomplete KYC yako. Lazima ukuwe unajulikana wewe ni nani. So what do you need to complete your KYC on the T-kash soko platform? You just need your ID and your face. Nothing else. Na hii hautakompletia elsewhere, utajicompletia wewe mwenyewe. Because ID utapiga picha front na back, na face utajiscan mwenyewe, but utajiskania wapi? Let's journey together and see how that happens and from where you're able to do it. So for that, switch from the business side to the personal side of the app. So ukiangalia hii app iko na in between the business logo icon and the notification bell, kuna the word personal and the word business. Ukiangalia niko kwa the word business. That is why business is appearing more white and the personal is gray. So because I want to switch to the word personal, nitaguza hiyo word personal. Nikiguza the word personal, of course, nitakuwa switch from the business side to the personal side. Of course, it takes just a few minutes. Kwa hii personal side, ni nini iko? On this personal side, you have the Hello Amos, of course, shows you your T-kash balance, the amount you have spent today, the number of Rotary tickets you have. You can see that this number of tickets conforms with the number on the business side, and of course, the balance conforms with the balance on the business side. And of course, the bookings inajionyesha hapo, the general orders, refer and earn, and of course, hapo chini kabisa of the option home, shop, scan, wallet and transfer. So uko na hizo options zenye ziko hapo. So for you to complete your KYC so that you are able now to access this money, the T-kash balance, utaenda pale kwa an icon that has my profile picture. It is at the top left hand side. So nikiguza hiyo icon, it brings me to this page. Kwa hii page inanionyesha of course profile picture yangu, my name, and of course the alias code. Hii alias code ni nini? Ni kama bank account. So ukienda kwa bank kuopen a bank account unapewa an accounting numbers. So pia hapa ukiopen a T-kash ama your T-kash wallet, it is in form of numbers. Wallet yenye na host pesa zako iko in form of numbers. So for mine, it's 0773117045. That is unique to just me by myself. Then ukiangalia KYC is the know your customer, is already complete. So once you tap on it, kama yako sio complete, itakupea option ya kuscan ID. So you need to scan both the front and the back of the ID. Then once you're done with that, itakwambia uscan your face. To scan your face, you just need to show the camera your face, and of course, it depicts your face. Once your face has been scanned, ndio itatumika kama profile picture yako. Ukiangalia kwa personal side yangu, kuna my face appearing there. That completed my KYC. For your KYC to be completed, the face that is in your ID and your real face must match. I need to repeat that again. For your KYC to be completed, the face in your ID and your real face, the one that you have scanned, must match. Ziki match, then your KYC is accepted. So KYC yako ikishakuwa accepted, then of course you can be able to access the money that has been paid to you using the digital channels and use the money to, of course, do transactions such as buy using it, and of course, be able to withdraw the money and send the money to your friends, to your family members, and so on and so forth. So, what have we learned? Tumesoma ya kwamba tukilipwa, tukiuza items kwa shop zetu, tunalipwa. Of course, there are 3 ways in which we can get paid. Njia ya kwanza, kwa kutumia T-kash soko QR code. So, mtu akitumia the T-kash soko QR code kukulipa, then of course, inabidi amefanya nini? Amescan hiyo code iko kwa simu yako. Hii pesa inatoka T-kash wallet yake, inakuja kwa T-kash wallet yako. That is the first thing. Mtu anaweza kulipa na M-Pesa. Akikulipa na M-Pesa, pesa itatoka from their M-Pesa account to your T-kash wallet. For you to access hiyo pesa yenye umelipa using those 2 options, because the cash payment would mean ushapewa pesa in form of notes and coins. Already you have the money. So hii ingine ya T-kash na hii ingine ya M-Pesa ndio inafanya tunafanya something called KYC for us to be able to access that money and use it, because tuko kwa biashara kutafuta pesa. Tukipata hii pesa, we have matumizi hiyo pesa. So of course you may be wanting to develop your house and to expand your business and so on. So for you to access that money, tumesema you must complete your KYC using a very simple self-directed steps. What do you need? Unahitaji ID yako na uso yako. So you will scan both the front and the back of your ID vizuri. Of course itakuwa inakuonyesha the limits penye hiyo ID yako inafaa iende. So utakuwa una scan ID inaingia kwa hiyo space kwa screen, the front, na itakwambia the back pia ufanye the same. Ukifanya hivyo, then inakupeleka kwa option ya face. So unajiscan uso. Ukijiscan uso itakupea instruction, turn to the right, turn to the left, hivyo upwards, downwards. Of course it picks all the angles of your face. Then the AI is the one that tries to match the face, your real face, and the face you have provided in your ID. So what does that mean? Hakuna mtu anaweza fungua account na atumie fraud kusema ati ni wewe, because of course their KYC would not be able to see the light of the day. Haiwezi go through. KYC yao itakataliwa. So therefore, that is what you need to do to complete your KYC. Once you have completed your KYC, you have now the full access to your T-kash balance, and you can be able to use this money to do things like buy products. Utabuy products wapi? Scanning. So utakuwa unaguza option ya kuscan. For example, you may be having somebody mwenye anakuzia lunch, anakuletea lunch kwa shop yako na akona T-kash. So akikuja and you still have the platform, you can pay them using the T-kash because the transaction is just free. So utakuwa unaguza hiyo option ya yellow on the personal side hapo ya kuscan. So of course itakuwa inakuletea that option the way it is bringing now, and then you can be able to scan the QR code yenye tulikuwa tunaona on the other side ifit kwa hiyo box yenye ni dotted. So ikifit kwa hiyo box yenye ni dotted, of course you're able now to pay for that service. Ni pin tu utaweka and then that service will be paid for. You can also be able to send your money or transfer your money and even withdraw it, because maybe unaweza kuwa hauhitaji hiyo pesa ikae like kununua vitu na hiyo pesa. So maybe unahitaji kutransfer ama kutoa. So what do? Hapo chini kabisa at the bottom towards the right hand side kuna the option ya transfer. Nikiguza hiyo option ya transfer, of course you can see I have the option of send money and withdraw cash. So where can you send money? You can send money to any network. You can withdraw money from all the T-kash agents or all the KCB bank agents. What does that mean? Like you have access to your money. You have access to the amount you have in your T-kash wallet as balance. So your pesa si ati ni flower ikiwa hapo, no. It is real money, ni pesa yenye umelipwa for your business, and therefore you have access to it. Unaweza amua kutuma, unaweza amua withdraw. Just like you'd have a bank account. In a bank account, what you can do is you can decide to transfer the money, maybe to another bank account, to your M-Pesa, to your T-kash line, to your other bank account, and so on. Then you have the option of withdrawing cash. If, for example, unataka kutumia your pesa to do a business it doesn't require maybe the soft copy money, then you can decide to withdraw cash. So withdraw cash, unaweza withdraw from all the T-kash agents. So remember, in our country, there is the dominance of the telecom Kenya. It has an equitable share of the Kenyan money market, mobile money platform. It has an equitable share. So therefore, kuna agents wa T-kash wenye wako mtaa. Pia kuna KCB agents. So this is the beauty of it. The T-kash, you can withdraw from either a T-kash agent or a KCB Bank Kenya agent. KCB means Kenya Commercial Bank. So unaweza withdraw from any of those two agents. Of course, how many are they? They're over 40,000. So therefore, you have unlimited access to your money. However, for you to have this unlimited access to your money, you must complete your KYC. So this brings us to the end of our session. Get paid, wallet balances, and KYC. So what have we learned? We have learned that KYC means know your customer. It is just a normal procedure in the financial world, where you would have to, of course, present your documents, critical identification document, which is the ID. Na ukiscan ID yako na uso yako na ya ID match, then your KYC is complete. Na pesa yenye utakuwa umeuza ukireceive via M-Pesa na via the T-kash soko QR code, you will be able to access it. Ukiaccess hii pesa, unaweza amua kuitumia kununua other products, or you can decide kutumia hiyo pesa in other means, in other ways, by either sending it or by withdrawing it from the T-kash agents or the KCB bank agents. So thank you very much for your attention during this session. In case you have any question on Get Paid, wallet balances, and the KYC, kindly feel free to get back to me via the comment section. I'll be responding to your questions as soon as I see them. Thank you. Have a great evening. Let us keep on transacting with the T-kash. See you tomorrow in our next 3 sessions. Thank you. Have a great evening. Let us succeed together with the T-kash Soko app.